What's up, guys? So I kind of messed up the debate. I guess I don't know. Facebook dropped me. Stuff was going on with my feed, but look, I saw the most. I can't even call it funny. I think I just gotta call it ridiculous. This is ridiculousness. This belongs on. This needs to be on an episode of ridiculousness. Joe Biden. He references Donald Trump as Abraham Lincoln and then labels him the most racist person in modern history. He's the racist Abraham Lincoln. You don't believe me? I know y'all watched this debate. I know you watched it. There's no way you didn't see this. And I know half of y'all probably fell out of your seats like, what? What? What, Joe? Joe. Joe.
And that was my first glimpse of Black Lives Matter. I thought it was a terrible thing. As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Vice President Biden, let me ask you very quickly, and then I have a follow-up question for you.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history. He pours fuel on every single racist fire. Every single one. Started off his campaign coming down the escalator saying he's going to get rid of those Mexican rapists. He's banned Muslims because they're Muslims. He has moved around and made everything worse across the board. He says about the poor boys, last time we were on stage here, he said, I told them to stand down and stand ready. Come on. This guy is a dog about as big as a foghorn.
President Trump, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to respond, and then I have a follow-up.
He made a reference to Abraham Lincoln. Where did that come in? I mean,
you said you're Abraham Lincoln.
No, where did that? No.
You said,
I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the Black community.
And I'm saying,
I didn't say I'm Abraham Lincoln. I said not since Abraham Lincoln has anybody done what I've done for the Black community.
Oh my God. Oops. Bruh. My guy. Black Lives Matter. Thank you. Listen, man. I didn't get to watch it live, but I went back and I picked out certain things. Thank you. I was just about to say that. Who the hell is the poor boys? This man. Joe, look, the mall is open, but ain't nobody shopping. Joe needs to his family needs to be ashamed of themselves. Who built the cages, Joe? Obama. Joe Biden and his family, they ought to be ashamed of themselves because this is elder abuse. This is what we call elder abuse. He is not even functioning. He's just not there. You ask him questions, he repeats the same thing. I don't know. I thought the moderator was okay in the beginning. And then she just started asking just stupid questions. Okay. I think this should be insulting to a lot of people for him to label Abraham Lincoln a racist. Dude, the Republican Party is the party of anti-slavery. They are the civil rights party. Everything that pretty much encased civil rights for minorities and Black people, Democrats fought against it. They fought against it. And do you know why they don't want to assume that guilt anymore? Because they realized it was wrong. Instead of just saying, bro, yeah, we were wrong for that. We got to do right. Let's just go ahead and do what we're supposed to do for the people. You sit there and you deny it like it didn't happen. And you sell people bullshit. All the parties switched. Shut up with that, man. Shut up. There was no party switch. There was none of that. Just own your shit. All right? Own it. And say, yes, we were the racist party. And you know what? We haven't done anything to fix all the mistakes we made. We haven't done shit. They haven't done anything to remedy the welfare crisis they've caused. Fatherless homes. They incentivize all these negative things. Oh my God. I'm concerned about who these poor boys are. You know what? Since Joe probably found out that they're black, he thinks all black people are just poor and hopeless. You know, because poor black kids are just as smart as rich white kids. He tells himself all the time, God, I got family members voting for Biden. They're sleeping. Man, you better tell them to stay home. I'm taking donations for using cooking oil. This idiot get elected. We all going to be walking or riding bicycles. This world's going to smell like French fries and donuts. French fries and donuts. Man, what's up? What's poppin'? Gang, y'all came back to chill with me. I appreciate that. I know it's late. It's late in America. It's daytime for me. But listen, guys, I couldn't help myself when I watched that clip of him calling Donald Trump Abraham Lincoln over here. It's so racist. Abraham Lincoln. He said 4 billion trillion. I didn't see that. You guys have. I don't want to watch the whole thing over. I swear I don't. I'm gonna go through and watch the clips. I'm gonna pull up the highlights. Black fathers were replaced by the government cheese in the Clinton administration. It was even before then. If you want to go further back in the history, we could talk about FDR in the New Deal. FDR implemented the New Deal. It rendered a whole bunch of black people in the South and the North unemployed. You know, they weren't being hired because they didn't have the education. So the only thing they have left to go to is the state. Kind of like Andrew Jackson did with the Trail of Tears. He pushed the Indians out of their territory, pushed them into reservations to be to be taken care of by the state, and then sold off their land for monetary gain. It's the same playbook. Nothing is different. Nothing's different, bro. You're wired and you need to talk. Man, I don't know. It's not my responsibility to wake people up. I'm here to give information, to give the truth. Whether you take it or send it down the toilet and flush it because you think it's shit, that's your responsibility. But I hope that I reach and touch somebody enough for them to wake up and know exactly what they're voting for. What are you voting for, dude? You're voting for a party that doesn't give a crap about basic human rights. If they did, we wouldn't see the inner city the way we do. If that was the case, why are they anti-school choice? Why are you forcing poor kids to stay in poor school systems, underperform, and then they graduate dumb? Do you know what the literacy rate is for 12th graders? There are 48% that read below Black. It's even worse when they're younger. I don't think you should hold that against them because they're young, they're learning. But 12th grade and about to graduate, you should be able to read above proficient reading level. You should be able to read above that. But no, they can't even read that. I'm just saying, bro. When he told the teachers, don't worry, not many of you are going to die. Man, that's all he did. I said that to a few people. They're like, I don't know how I feel about this debate. This is a W. Trump is a walking W right now. He won that debate because he exposed Joe, period. Me too. He put Democrats on blast. I just finished talking about this on another guy's show. I feel so bad because he's an awesome guy. What's his name? I'm going to shout him out. You guys go check out his content. I just left his show and we were talking about this. Uh-oh. I'm from LA. I've seen the worst in education. So you know what I'm talking about then. It's bad out here. The poor boys. Oh, man. Why wouldn't it log me into my regular stuff? How did you guys feel about the debates? Tell me in the comment section. Talk to me. What did you guys think about the debates? Do you think Trump did good? Do you think he did okay? Or do you think he smacked that ash? I just got a call tonight that schools were closing, going back to full remote. They were only open 2 weeks. Why? You know what? People, you need to go down to the state office, the school district, the public education office, whatever it's called in your town. You need to go there and demand some answers, because this shit doesn't transmit through kids. And it's a very small chance that an adult can get it from a kid, since they don't even get it. And come on. It's like the flu, man. Come on, man. He smacked that ass. Yes, Trump owned him. Look, I got all these coming in. I'm glad you guys agree with me. Trump exposed the hell out of Joe. And for a little bit, the moderator was pressing Joe on a lot of things. I agree with that. Uh-oh, Trump's on the warpath. He's on Twitter. We're going to have a good night. Let's see this. Yep. He kept pressing him on the fracking. I was laughing at that, man. That was hilarious. Trump smacked that ass. He got a spanking. Oh, God, this is CNN. I tried to use a left-wing source to listen to this, but I immediately got sick.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated and no more subsidies for either one of those.
I guarantee we're going to end fossil fuel. No more, no new fracking.
I'd gradually move away from fracking.
And I think it's critically important on day one that we end any fossil fuel leases on public lands.
Well, like what about, say, stopping fracking and stopping pipeline infrastructure and
They want to do the same thing I want to do. They want to phase out fossil fuels, and we're going to phase out fossil fuels.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
Do y'all want to see where they say that? No, I'm not banning fracking. Do you want to see? Do you want to see? Kamala Harris said in her last debate when she was asked about it, these people, I'm telling you, all of this is a con. They will say and do whatever you want them to say to get them this election. They're going to do it. By VP debate. I had this pulled up before, but I'm just doing a little impromptu. It's on Donald's Facebook about he put it up. He did. Can someone send it to me if you guys don't mind? So I'm not sitting here looking through it. Look, Trump's campaign manager is the truth. Whoever is running his campaign, and I guarantee you it's young people like me that are innovative, smart, and they're sick of fucking Democrats, man. I guarantee you it's a younger person. But they're running the hell out of his campaign, man. Or whoever his social media manager is. This is hilarious. Somebody please send it to my inbox because I can't find it. And I want to get it to where she's saying, how old am I? I don't know. How old do I look? It will send it to me. Thank you, Nicole. I'll leave it up to everybody else to guess my age. How old do you think I am? He asked for it and Trump happily delivered. Fracking or no fracking? Who was talking about fracking? I can't remember who was talking about fracking. Can I put it on here? You have to send it to my inbox. Oh, you're on YouTube. Okay. Nicole's gonna send it to me, so it's okay. Thank you though. I appreciate it. I am 30. Shelly got it right. Ding, ding, ding. I just turned 30 this year. Yes, we did see that. One of his victims was his niece. He had inappropriate photos of his niece on his computer. The sister-in-law who he was sleeping with gave him up. And those text messages are out. If you don't believe me, go look it up yourself. You're close. but no cigar. I look 22? Nah. I wish I was 22. I don't know. I was on a whole other thing when I was 22. You would not catch me on here. Here it is. I have never said I oppose fracking. No, you didn't. No, you just said it again. Joe's terrible. All he does is lie.
I
Biden to respond.
Never said I oppose fracking.
You said it on tape.
I did. Show the tape. Put it on your website.
We did.
Put it on.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
Nope.
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated.
What about, say, stopping fracking and stopping
Yeah.
pipeline
Yeah.
infrastructure
New pipeline,
and
exactly.
No new fracking.
You got to transition away from it. Look, you're going to ban fracking all across America right now, right?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'd love to too. I'd love to make sure we can't use any oil or gas, period. Look in my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel.
We aren't using rid of fossil fuels.
Bruh. Come on. Who is stupid enough to vote for a Democrat? I'm not even trying to be funny right now or disrespectful. But man, you're showing your level of intelligence, bro. You show how stupid you are when you get on social media and you defend these people. You don't know how many people I've seen in my comment section defending Joe Biden. And it's mainly black people. I get so offended. I'm like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Over here, sitting here endorsing this man, you know how racist he is. You know he doesn't give a crap about the people. He cares about lining his pockets, and I'm glad he got exposed. I'm telling you, I'm happy he got exposed, man. Uh-oh. I gotta watch this. I love Dan. He said he wants to get rid of gas. So how you gonna be getting around, Joe? How you gonna fuel your plane? That takes gas. Your tour bus. All that stuff that you guys use. Like, come on, man. Holy shit. Damn, here come the trolls. Yes. No, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for supporting the Democratic Party. Get off the plantation. Please. We are waiting here for you with open arms for you to leave and wake up and bust out of the prison, the mental prison that they put you in. Because I guarantee you don't even know why you don't like Trump. Matter of fact, let me run this clip for you because you might have just tuned in. Let's show you your candidate lying. Now, he said he's not going to ban fracking. Really? This is what I mean, bro. No, I'm not on the plantation. Matter of fact, you're on Facebook. Why don't you join the live and have a conversation? Neither party is for the people. Oh, boy. Oh, so you've seen it. Man, listen. I don't get up here and speak erroneous claims. I don't even know if you guys seen that. I was looking at that and I just realized it wasn't playing on the screen. I don't know. I'm going to send you let me ask you this. Are you a Biden supporter? I'm going to ask you that before I make assumptions and say how I feel. Are you a Biden supporter? I don't care about your hair. You don't have to show your face. You could just appear through audio. You don't have to show your face. This is my page. You can follow my page. You can follow my YouTube. I put my stuff on the bottom. Whatever you want to follow, I welcome everybody. No, I didn't ask you if you're a Trump supporter. I said, are you a Biden supporter? I'm just curious. If you want, I will send you a link. You don't have to come in. On video? Okay. Give me one thing Trump lied about. What is her name? Jade S. I don't understand why I should feel shame for wearing a Trump hat. Oh, I already have too many friends. I cannot add you. 1 second. You think all politicians are liars? That's the homie Jade from high school. What's up? Trump lies about everything. So Trump lied about opportunity zones. Trump lied about funding HBCUs. Has Trump lied about his First Step Act? Yep. If you look at the bottom on the banner, it'll say all my information. Instagram, Twitter, all that. What has Trump lied about? You said everything. If he lies about everything, then you should be able to pinpoint something for me like right away. Because I can tell you exactly what Joe lied about. Joe lies about literally everything. He says he's for, you know what? They asked him, do you like, are you a part of the Green New Deal? Do you support that? No. 2 days later, you'll see him saying, yes, I support it. The fact that you came in off, a little shaky. But I think the fact that you said you're willing to follow me, it says a lot. I think if you could tell me what Trump has actually lied about, then we can have a conversation. But I don't get it. And you still haven't told me. I'm not on the plantation, bro. Oh. Listen, why do you vote different? Do you vote? Are you going to be voting in this election? I wish you would come on here and have a conversation with me. I'm going to send you a link to this live. It's through StreamYards. If you don't want to appear through video, that is absolutely fine. I don't have to show you on video, but you can turn your camera off and we can hear you vocally. He's been saying COVID is going to go away all year. Jade, come on, Jade. Come on. Come on. Give me something better than that. Give me something better than that. I'm serious. You got to give me something better than that. Trump isn't a politician. I agree. He's an entertainer. Oh shit. Now I don't know that. That's why I'm waiting. I don't want to be like the left, where we just jump on people's necks and be like, you're wrong. I actually want to hear what this person thinks or what she thinks, because I think once you get people thinking and they got to answer certain questions, and a lot of people on the left can't answer 1 + 1 is 2. They can't tell you exactly why Trump is racist. They can't tell you what he's lied about. Like she just said, well, he lied about COVID. I don't think anybody in their right mind thought we would still be dealing with this almost a year later, if we think about it. I didn't think this was going to stick around that long. I actually thought it was going to fade out. The only reason it's still here is because Democrats want it still here. It's crazy how we didn't go through any of this with the swine flu, the bird flu, all the freaking viruses that came through, bro. We didn't go through none of this. We didn't go through any of this. Nobody wore a mask. Nobody was scared. Nobody walked around in fear. And that's another issue. People don't know how the government, and you listen, your state and your local officials are responsible for what happens to you. If you're not happy with how it was handled, I think you need to be looking at your governor and your mayor, and maybe check your 2 senators and see what's going on there. You can't give me any lies. You just exposed yourself. I guess you're not going to come on here, which I understand. I definitely understand. They play a huge part. I think that's another thing people are severely lacking. And I'm not even trying to be an asshole. But when you don't understand how government works and you keep blaming the federal government for mishandling a coronavirus when your state is responsible for that, all the federal government does is pass along recommendations. And Trump did that. He gave you guys phases. He gave the power back to the states. And you know what the states did? Because they weren't prepared, because they like to spend money on frivolous, reckless shit like building streets, building highways, building extra additions onto stadiums, just stupid stuff. They don't have enough money to take care of you, the citizens, because they're spending it on dumb stuff. So you need to be worried about what your state and your city's doing, because the federal government gives recommendations. If they didn't follow those recommendations and you were screwed, bro, that has to do with your state and your city. Joe promised to stop natural disasters. I know you guys remember that. To natural disasters, bro, you're going to stop natural disasters. We're not going to have any more floods. There won't be no more hurricanes. America's just going to calm down and chill because Joe Biden's in office. Fuck out of here. God. I don't know what that means. Democrats waste so much money. They do not understand basic cash flow and accounting. They understand it. They just put it in their own pockets. That's why they stay in government for so long. It's a con. Thank you, Adriana. Joe Biden's going to stop. How can you support someone who literally never condemns systemic racism in this country? So now that he denounced white supremacy and he said, I'm against the KKK, he labeled them a hate group. Now the next thing y'all want to fight about is systemic racism. You know what? You know who created the systemic racism? Democrats. Okay? If you go back in history, look into FDR and the New Deal. You can even go beyond that. Look into every single Democratic policy, okay? Policy, because policy over personality is what's important here. That's why I'm able to vote for Trump. I like him as a person. He don't take no shit. That's exactly why I like him. But go back into history. Look into the New Deal. This is where welfare state starts. They took all the jobs away from Black people. A Democrat, the liberal. What are Black people supposed to do when they couldn't go to school and receive education? The next best thing is to collect welfare. You know how many people wanted to work? Matter of fact, I'm going to go pull up this interview I found from way back in the day in Atlanta where Black people call it out. They call out Democrats. They don't offer anything to Black people except government-funded programs. That is it. I'm never going to vote for a Democrat when they don't have my community's best interest at heart. Never. You will never see me vote for a Democrat. And I voted for Obama twice, mainly because he was Black. If I'm just going to keep it a buck, I didn't know what shit he had to offer. Uh-oh, we got somebody that came on. Boom.
Yo, so I did.
What's up?
So my friend, right? My friend.
Okay. Wait a minute. Before we get into it, you got to tell everybody your name.
My name, my government name, or my real?
No, your Facebook name.
Oh, my name is my name, Tipton James.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I just want everybody to know who they're talking to. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. So me and my friend, right, Jay, we've been having this back and forth discussion about politics and how Trump is evil, and you know, I'm like, I'm trying to explain to her that the homie Trump has done more than any politician has ever did. Like even before, even Obama, like everybody, like I was amazed by Obama, right? Straight up, like okay, the first Black president. Yeah, I even voted for him because he's Black. But then I started noticing, like, okay, I was working I was a post commander for a security company, and my health insurance, my premiums start going up. I'm like, what in the hell's going on here? Like, why am I paying so much for this? Is almost damn near half my check. So then I broke it down, the fact that the Obamacare wasn't really working out, and people were like, just like, so what had happened was people were just like not how you say, signing up for Obamacare, like the 20, like the kids that were getting kicked off their mom's insurance, like at 25. You kicked off your mom's insurance and stuff, and there was like, well, I'd rather just pay the one-time fee of $600 and something a year than pay for $185 for health insurance and stuff.
Right.
So me being a good citizen, I'll say, a good citizen, hardworking father, trying to pay $1,500 in rent and everything, and I was getting charged by Obamacare for health insurance. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big failure. All right. So that was my experience and stuff. And I was explaining to Jay, like, yo, and where's she at? I don't know. I can't even see her comments right now, but
she said, okay, girl, bye now. I can't follow you. Systemic racism isn't just a policy. I definitely said it's a collective, like a collaboration of policies that target the Black community. If you don't believe me, go look at the policies yourself. It's all legislation. You talk about systemic racism, you're talking about a system. There's systems in place. And those systems, you know what those systems come with? Legislation, because those systems don't work without laws. So if they put a law in place, okay, for welfare, we'll talk about welfare. There's laws that says the man can't be in the home or you're going to get less.
This is why I made that comment. Like, my father was replaced by government cheese.
Yes.
Straight up. Like, growing up, like a lot of kids, fathers were replaced by government cheese and those cans of beef and pork. Facts. The GR. Like, straight up.
And who put those systems in place? Because you seem like you know history.
Who did it?
Democrats.
Exactly. So that's why I say the Clinton administration, because that's how far I can go back.
Mhm.
You know, that's what I was raised around. Like that's
Right.
who I grew up around, the Clinton administration and stuff, like 94 and all that.
Yep.
That's what I seen. I remember that box of cornflakes. You know, I remember that
Mhm.
box of, it wasn't even Rice Krispies, it was crispy rice.
Man, I just like for people to just have a proper education. Don't stop at just, oh, we got all these black issues. Yes, I highlight black issues on here because I want better for my community. But
Exactly. That's
it's
what all I want
bigger.
too.
It's bigger. You need to look at legislation, look at policy, because the reason we're still having these issues now is because these were enacted. They are pieces of legislation. This is what I'm trying to get her to understand. It hasn't stopped and it won't stop until you vote in the proper candidate to pull back on some of that. And it starts with Trump. The First Step Act kind of chips away at the 94 bill. If you sit there and read it.
94 crime bill, people getting locked up for small petty crimes and weed possession and all that. Instead of being rehabilitated, they get charged 6 years and stuff. You know,
Yep.
like this is a psychological problem. Like these people are on drugs. It's not they're criminals. These people are mentally sick.
Yep.
You know, and also, you know, you want to get into that. Like, who's the people that was like sending them off to like other prisons, selling prisoners off, like selling prisoners off to other plantation. Oh, I'm sorry, prisons.
You can call it a plantation because it's modern day
Plantations, right?
slavery.
Exactly. Legal slavery. And this is why what Kanye West was like, oh, abolish the 13th Amendment. You know?
You can. Because we already have our rights to say, hey, I'm free. You
I'm
know,
free. Like, why would you have
the only thing that 13th Amendment keeps in place, I mean, what amendment is that? I just fucked it up. I think it's 13.
Yeah.
It's the 13th Amendment. The only thing that
So, like,
it just legalizes slavery. That's it. You go to jail and you commit a crime against the state, you're a slave.
So you get caught up for a small drug offense, right? And you go to jail, and guess what? Your rights are gone. You're not even a citizen anymore. You're going somewhere, you know, picking cotton in the cotton field again, or breaking rocks, making little for decorations and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
What
it
did she
is.
say? She said the crime bill was a terrible idea, but who came up with the narrative to blame it all on Biden? Biden!
94 crime.
What? Biden brags about it.
Yes.
Oh God, let me play a clip for you, girl. What are you talking about? The narrative? He brags. I love that they stay in jail longer. I'm the one that came up with the 94 crime bill. I didn't say that. Joe Biden did. Listen to it.
Because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now.
There you go with the predators.
We have predators on our streets. That's
Him
society
and Hillary.
has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale. And it's a sad commentary on society. We have no choice but to take them out of society.
We have no choice but to take them out of society. There is no rehabilitation for them. He's not interested in rehabilitation. He's interested in lining his pockets.
Taking them out.
Private prisons make
private prisons
millions.
And then Harris was a part of that too, like sending prisoners up to selling prisoners from California to all the way to freaking Mississippi.
Yep. She wanted to. There were a lot of black men that were supposed to be released. I think it was 15,000 were supposed to be released. She kept them in jail to keep her prison labor going.
Exactly. Why does nobody understand that? Like, And
You
like
said
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, like I'm from the hood, so people should know somebody who knows somebody who was locked up and was about to get sent to freaking Mississippi to fucking, somebody should know something.
yeah.
You need to save energy Sunday. You be early. You too early on Sunday. I mean, boy, got to work in the morning. So
Listen, thank you for coming on. I hope to have your friend on. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do this. I like to talk across the board. I'm chill. Most Trump supporters are like, I don't want to talk to anybody on the left, but I do, because I think people need to wake up and stop.
Yeah,
it's time to grow up. Okay, calling America calling America inherently racist, saying that this country was founded on bigotry and hate. Grow up. It's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to grow a set and stop making excuses for why we're in the state we are in. We're in the state we're in, yes, because of legislation, but it also falls in our lap too. Stop blaming everything else on racism. Systemic racism exists, but you don't have to fall into that category. Stay out of the system. Don't get on welfare. That's how you completely avoid it. If you need to get on welfare, don't make it a means to an end. Get off.
I got a story.
Go ahead.
I got a story. So before I had my career job, right, I was working 60 hours a night, right, and I just had a kid, so I decided to go to Food for Less, which is a store in the greater Los Angeles area. I went to Food for Less, right, and all I had was like $40 in my pocket. I bought me some Hot Pockets, Pizza Kind, and I bought me some Enfamil for my son. So I'm standing in line, right, and there was this lady in front of me who was checking out. She had like 2 cartons full of food, right? And I looked over the side. I'm like, damn, she got 2 carts full of food. Like, damn, all right. She pulled out food stamps, right? And I didn't really think nothing about it. Like, all right, so that's what it is, all right. So I get to the line, I check out my register. She's walking out in front of me. I'm walking to my car. We get to the parking lot. This girl had a Caravan Porsche. She had a Caravan Porsche. Like the freaking back seat. I mean, not the back seat. The trunk opened up freely, and she started loading her groceries. And I'm going in my car in my 2003 Ford Escape. Like, damn, where did I fuck up at? So yeah, she had a Caravan Porsche. It was silver too, tinted windows.
You have
looking nice.
First of all, you're a man, right? And they don't help men.
They don't.
This country, if you want to label this country anything in the last 20 years, it's become extremely feminist.
Yeah.
So men can't get help, and it's unfortunate because there are a lot of fathers like you, single fathers, that can't get child support. They can't get assistance from the government if they need it. Yeah, all these women can go get it, have 5 and 6 kids, live in state housing, and just be just fine.
And
it's backwards.
And they want to talk about sexism and toxic masculinity and all that shit. I'm like, yo. So what? I'm just supposed to bend over and get fucked or something? Like, what's going on here, yo?
Thank you for coming on, man. I want to set something up.
I'm sorry for being cussing.
No, you're good. I cuss on here all the time. I want to set something up for you and your friend to come on here because I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by her because she said she's never seen anything we're talking about, which I think is full of shit.
Yeah, she hasn't. She probably hasn't.
She said, "Where was my help? I'm a woman and I can't get shit." So the fact that you educated yourself, okay, and you did what you had to do as a person, and you decided not to be lazy, is one reason the government won't help you. I'm telling you this from personal experience. If you do absolutely nothing and sit on your ass and go apply for it, you will get it.
Exactly.
A guy, there was a guy who was a crackhead. He was like, man, I don't got nowhere to live. You know what he did? He went to the state. What, 2 months later, he was in the housing. Known crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't need it, then why are you complaining about it?
And I just want to say also, I want to say that coming, because like me and her, we came from the same area, right?
Mm-hmm.
We come from the same area. And what I noticed that it's a lot of the mindset in that area is like crabs in the bucket.
Yes.
You know, if you put like, a whole bunch of crabs in the bucket, they as soon as one try to like get out, they pull you down.
Yep.
But that one crab that gets out, like he's free, and it's like a mindset of oppression. Like everybody loves to be like, oh yeah, blame their issues on whoever's in office. It doesn't matter who's in office. I'm gonna get mine. Even if Biden wins, I'm still gonna get mine. Even if Trump wins, I'm gonna continue to get mine and double up. Double up on that.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you for watching. I see your name pop up every now and then. So I'm like, oh, let me get this dude on here.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it.
For sure. Good looking.
Let me play this clip, okay? Oops. I don't want to ban you. What did I do? Let's just go ahead and... Trump is going to win because he's got millions of sane Americans that realize we are not a socialist nation, nor are we responsible for providing. I don't believe my tax dollars should pay for the next person's health care because they're not paying for my health care. I have to go work for it. Unless I do believe some of our tax dollars can go to the people that actually need it. I definitely believe that. But socialism? Hell no. Why? That eliminates competition. Everybody's going to be on the same level playing field. You can't have rich people. You're going to have more poor people. But if you really look at it, the Democrats are the 1%. So are Republicans. They're in the 1%. But Democrats attack the 1% and say they need to pay their fair share. Have you paid your fair share? All these taxes that you're trying to impose on these corporations, are you going to be paying those taxes too? Once these businesses get fed up and say, you know what, I'm not paying these crazy ass tax rates, I'm leaving. Who do you think it falls on? It falls on us, the people. We're going to be footing the bill. But I wanted to show this because this is in Atlanta. This is under Black leadership. Black leadership. Check this out.
Because Perry Homes was planned on a minimum budget, there are few places for children to play. Because of the same kind of planning, Perry Homes has no doctor, no dentist, no pharmacy. Nearby, there is a well baby clinic, but no sick baby clinic. And the sick must travel 12 miles to wait for attention at Grady Memorial Hospital. And partly because of the general rule that welfare is cut off if there is a man in the house, fathers are often driven away so that mother and children can eat.
85% of the head of household is a woman because most of the men who should be in the household, they cannot make a decent living. And of course, it is better to know that a child will be fed 12 months out of the year than 3 months, which during the summer when construction work, you can make a decent living.
The man.
Did you hear that? And this is from way back in the day. The same issues we're having now is the same issues they had back then. But at least they were real about it. She told the truth. She didn't say it's because these racist white people don't like me. Let me read some of these comments and then I'm going to hop off here because I've been on here for almost an hour. I have to go pay attention to life a bit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna play that in a minute. Walter Williams is my favorite. I love his documentary. So is Thomas Sowell. Biden is not gonna win. 11 mil illegal direct citizenship. I don't know if you're talking to me or not. Courts are against men in marriage and children cases. They absolutely are. Women have more rights in this country than men do. If you think about it. Same thing happened to me at the market. I was standing in line just to pay for bread. The lady before me was buying tons of food, stamps. I had to wait as the other registers were full. When I finally paid cash on my bread and walked out the market, this lady happened to walk out too. I got in my 1990 Geo Prism. She got in her extremely good-looking Acura. I run home so I can get to work for the next day, pay taxes for that lady to drive her new car. Man, when I tell you, people get these government assistance when they don't actually need it. It's just lazy. You're trying to take advantage of the system and make it work for you. It's just lazy. Joe got caught in another lie. I'm not playing this. This is 5 minutes long. But there was one thing that you said, and it really stuck out to me. And I think it is the most. It's very just mean-spirited and nasty. Right? Where is it? I'm trying to find it. You know this guy. You guys came up in the same areas, and because he has chosen to see beyond racism, because he's chosen to see beyond, the bullshit, and he's like, man, this party is really not for my people. I'm gonna, look at all the stuff they did to my people, before I was even born. So I'm gonna give this guy a try. And in fact, I'm going to look at this guy and analyze him, and he's done a lot for the country. You just said you don't represent the hood. You've been disconnected. That mentality is the oppressive mentality we're talking about. The fact of the matter is, he decided to think for himself. And because he's a Trump supporter, and I'm a Trump supporter, we somehow don't represent the Black community or the hood, as if they're not extremely intelligent people in the hood that think just like I do, but they might not feel comfortable vocalizing it like I do. This is what happens to Black people. We immediately get ostracized. And I think it's disgusting behavior. You're talking about systemic racism, and then you have the nerve to tell this man, you're not right. You don't represent the hood no more. You're disconnected. What? He damn straight represents the hood. He's a Black man in America that is willing to go work and see that the system is not stacked up against him. You should be proud of him. In fact, you should be embracing him, saying, thank you. Thank you for being the example. Thank you for doing better. But that's not what happens. And I can't stand shit like that, bro. It's disrespectful. Who does that? Somebody's doing good. They want to do better for themselves. They don't want to keep the status quo. Come on, man. I can't stand when Black people do that shit, man. Why is she glorifying the hood? He should be. Thank you. That's my partner. That's my guy, Corey. It's another part of the Hit Squad. We have an awesome show, guys. We're going to be with you in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Come chill with us and listen to us break down this debate We're going to talk a little bit more about Hunter Biden. We're going to talk a little bit more about Joe Biden. What did Cash got going on? Let me see. He wrote a song called A Democrat Plantation. I'm going to be doing shows with Cash too as well.
Listen, y'all. Watch this. Y'all get ready. Watch this right now. Conservative music, baby. That's what I'm calling this. Conservative music. Movement music.
Holding us down too long. Promising the world, but only proving us wrong. Situation, plantation, affiliation, walk away is liberating. They've been holding us down too long. Promising the world, but only proving us wrong. Walk away is liberating. They need us, we don't need them. Our family will always be. Black or black, they sell us enough, they sell us fucking the sheep. Them and they sister, even the women and children. It's okay to be victims instead of a body. The moment we fought the Democratic bloc was the moment we started to lose.
I like the song. That's a dope song. It's a dope song. Shout out to Cash. I like that song, bro. I guess I can leave you guys with this. I hate when I do that. I don't even be remembering that it's muted. Corey, you're starting to rub off on me, man. You got me over here talking with my mic muted, and I don't even be knowing it. What happened? Can you guys still see me? Your browser has lost connection. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I think I got kicked off. I did, didn't I? Browser has lost connection. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, shit. Anyways, I vote for Abraham Lincoln. Listen, don't be crabs in a bucket. Don't hate on the next person because we decide to have joy, wear this beautiful smile, and wear this hat that represents America. And the fact that it's been great, we're trying to keep it great so it can be great for our kids. For you to say that America's never been great, you're ungrateful as shit is what you are. Our ancestors died, fought, and bled for every single right we have. And for all of you that label this country inherently racist, and you don't take the time to appreciate all the hard work that was done before you even got pushed out of your mom's vagina, shame on you. Shame on you. Grow up, do some research, and liberate yourself. Get off the Democratic plantation because that's exactly where you are. So call me a sellout. Call me a coon. Tell me I don't represent the Black community. You know what? I represent America. And young people just like me, Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whoever you are, that's willing to stand up and take a stand against the status quo and against the BS. I'm sorry you guys don't like it, but I'm going to ever be true to Sunni. And it's Trump 2020 over here. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave you with what the great Malcolm X said.
In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republican. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you backed controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you are dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
take that, marinate on it, sit on it, think about it, and y'all have a great night. Thank you for joining me. My name is Suni. I'm with Hot Mic. Catch me tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to be live with the Hit Squad talking about all this information, and we'll probably talk about the show we did here tonight, well, the show I did. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. I swear to God I do. I'm grateful for all this, and I'm glad that I can inspire and give people something to look up to. Good night.